From his documentary on the Civil War to his films on baseball, jazz, and prohibition, the works of filmmaker Ken Burns have taken viewers on a journey through the last 200 years of American history. Now, he's developed an app that allows users to absorb his 8,147 minutes of filmography into digital, multidimensional content. Let's get our hands on it.
Let me
we have it right here, yeah.
First of all, it's very, very cool. There's this interesting parallax that takes place. You can see that the various moments, the various clips from the film, and all of these, let me just back up, this timeline that goes from 1776 to the present, this represents all of these little 3, 4, 5 minute clips. They represent maybe 1% of my entire work.
So let's click on one.
So if you click on, baseball goes to war, you know, then that you'd have to unlock if you're a part of it. But let me just show you another way of doing it. Go up to this innovation.
Are these the 6 that
So
you were
these
talking
are the themes. So art, hard times, innovation, politics, race, and war. So here we are in innovation. You start the playlist, and you've got introduction by me that will come on.
I mean, and this is one of 13 clips.
In the innovation
Just
playline.
within the innovation.
So say that. So then you go back to the timeline and you find out something and you find out, pull it down, where is this from? Well, that's from the Prohibition film. And here are the other things from the Prohibition film. And here, you want to buy the Prohibition film?
You can watch it on Netflix
or whatever.
Amazing.
And then let's go back and say you want to say, but what theme is this building human happiness? Oh, it's in Hard Times. Hard Times is this whole playlist about tough times in America, not just the Depression,
and this skips
but at different times, and it goes backwards and forwards in time. So like, what if you wanted to do, say, innovation, which is our free, let's take a look at it. You got an innovation, you've got Lewis and Clark, you've got the national parks, you've got lots of different things, you know, Brooklyn Bridge, Statue of Liberty, the Shakers, Back to the West, and how they saw the horse as this incredibly innovative thing, the building of the Pacific thing. I mean, it just goes back and forth in time across film. So a film that was made in 1982 could be talking to a film that was completed in 2002.
And you know, oftentimes when we're talking about documentaries, when we're talking about news, it's about connecting the dots.
That's exactly right.
What's so incredible, I don't know if they caught this on the camera, as you were showing us the earlier one, I kind of almost like rudely put my hand in there and I wanted to touch it.
You want to play around it.
That's
exactly what you want to do. You want to get in close and you want to go through these things and just say, you know, what can we do? Where can we go? What moment in history will we most like to be in?
And can you show me that thing where you go to, you drag it to the top and it shows you all other themes?
So here, down along the bottom, run all of the films I've made in chronological order. So the first film I made for PBS was The Brooklyn Bridge. It came out in 1982, and the Shakers, Statue of Liberty, all the way up to the most recent, and we'll continue to update it. Now, you may just be in here, you pull down the Nez Perce Indians, and it says, oh, it's from the West. Here comes the West, and you find out all you need to know. And not only is it the Nez Perce Indians, but it's all the other things from the West that are part of different things.
And what's incredible is that at the timeline, it highlights the ones in time. Like if you go back just one, if you scroll back, it highlights them at the top, so you can see on the top left right there
where they are within the larger timeline.
Chronology, right.
How cool is that? Now, in the other way, you might say, here's one called The Idea with the face of the Statue of Liberty. You pull that up. That's no longer Statue of Liberty. That's in something called Innovation. And you go, and it's The Idea. You click it on, and since this is the innovation is given free to everybody, this thing which hasn't bought it, and then all of a sudden you've got this cool thing, and if the sound is plugged in, you'd be hearing the sound of this clip from the film, which is this amazing, cool moment. This is the Statue of Liberty's dedication. There is a flag draped over her face. Somebody's going to give the signal too early, and the fireworks are going to go off before the President of the United States gets to give his speech.
It's spoken, right.
But there it is, the greatest statue to human freedom in the world. And
so from a technology perspective, I mean, how does this is incredibly robust and it's incredibly interactive. It's an immersive experience, which is great, obviously, from an education standpoint. PBS, which is like part of their line. I used to actually work there, and that's one of the things that I think they do better than anyone else. In the business. That said, how does it integrate with other platforms? The app specifically.
You mean specifically to my stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I think the links that will take you to be able to say, you know, I really like that innovation thing, and I'm really curious. I didn't know Ken Burns made a film on the Statue of Liberty. I want to get that.
You can watch it right away.
So you can go to Netflix, you can download, you can go to Amazon, you can buy it, you can go to PBS, you can download it or buy it. It also will have links to PBS, so you can go into the educational stuff of the giant mothership of all of our websites that we've created for each individual project. As we've made them are now collected together. It'll go to the Florentine Films website. And what we found is that you get kids who are taking it from their parents, and you got old fuddy-duddies who say, oh, I don't really do this sort of stuff. And then a lot of people who just sort of recognize, wow, this is cool. And Don McKinnon, the producer of this, and Big Spaceship, who designed it, you know, have taken our stuff and given us a new way to turn it. And I'm out on the road all the time, and I have the opportunity to do this with an audience. But now anybody can do this.